Talk a little bit about Coach Flood and how he's kind of helped mold you and develop over the last couple of years.
I don't think I can say enough about that guy. Coach Flood, he took me under his wing. He allowed me to be the center for his program, and to say that, I was able to help lead us to, 2 back-to-back CFP semifinals, Joe Moore finalists, stuff like that. That's all credit to Coach Flood. His teachings, his coaching, all that. I wouldn't be standing here today without him.
Yeah. Who have you formally met with so far in Indianapolis?
Oh man, I've met with a bunch of teams. I can't really, point out anybody specific, but majority of the teams I've met with.
Good deal.
Jake, what did playing in 57 college games, how has it helped you maybe become more NFL ready than other prospects here?
I think it just kind of proves that I'm durable. I'm available. I put a lot of process and time into my body. So playing 57 games is kind of unheard of, and to say that I was able to do that, I think that just kind of shows how durable I am and how willing I am to be out there on the field with my teammates.
That's the Texas record, obviously. How do you want to be remembered as a Longhorn?
Just want to be remembered for representing that logo, the burnt orange logo, and just knowing that I was out there playing for something bigger than myself. UT is rich history. It's an honor to be able to wear that burnt orange and that logo. So I just want to be remembered for just representing it the right way.
Isaiah Bond and Jaden Blue both said yesterday that they think they could beat the record for the 40-yard dash. Do you see it as a possibility?
I think they're really fast, so I think it's possible.
Are you planning on doing all your drills? You can say something pro day. What is it?
I don't really plan on doing the 40 here. We'll see how I feel towards the end for the shuttles, but right now I'm just saving the 40 for pro day.
As far as for Texas fans that are seeing 4 of the starting offensive linemen for the last couple of years, what can you say about some of these new guys that are stepping up in the offense? Maybe give us a little bit about what you think about that.
Yeah, I think we're in good hands when Coach Flood's in the building. When you have a mentor and a leader like that for the O-line room, I think that you're always going to be set in the right direction. We got guys who have tons of experience like DJ Campbell and Cole Hudson that are going to step up. And then we got guys like Trevor Gooseby who stepped up for us in key games that helped us win a couple games. And then, of course, we got guys like Nato Moslow, Connor Robertson, Brandon Baker, guys that I remember that, showed up to work every day, ready to get better, get 1% better, just trusting the process of UT football.
Have you been with the Houston Texans?
I have not, no.
You mentioned leaders. What makes Arch Manning a leader as he looks to be the next quarterback?
Yeah, I think he just brings a bunch of energy. He's very motivated. He loves to play football. You can tell he truly enjoys it. He's not there just for the fame or anything like that. Like, he truly loves the game of football, and he's vulnerable. I think to be a leader, you got to be vulnerable with your team, and he's definitely exemplified that. And I think he's gonna be a great leader.
What's an NFL team getting when they select you in their locker room?
Someone that's a sponge to the game of football, someone who's durable, someone who's going to be available, and someone who hasn't reached their potential yet.
What's an NFL team going to get in Quinn Ewers? Seems like he's a polarizing player amongst the media. What do you think a team's getting in him?
Man, you're gonna get a tough player. I'm sure it's been pretty clear what he had to deal with this past season, and I think that just goes to show you his true character. He loves football, but he, more importantly, he loves his teammates. He's gonna do whatever he's got to do, to go out there and perform at a high level. There was no days off for Quinn. He did a great job of showing up to work every day, not complaining, and just, putting his head down, ready to work, do anything he can for his teammates.
Jake, you mentioned that you met with plenty of teams. Have the Buccaneers been one of them?
Yes.
Was it formal or informal?
Informal.
What would it mean maybe playing with Tristan Wirfs, Graham Barton, players like that?
It'd be an honor. Those are guys that are kind of the face of the league right now, trending towards it. So, to play with someone with that experience like Tristan and someone who's played center in the league already like Graham, that'd be pretty cool.
And they say the center is like the quarterback of the offensive line. They talked about how you were the guy that was, responsible for dispensing a lot of the communication between good players.
Yeah.
Can you walk us through if it's like outside number 2 left, what kind of things would you be saying to the rest of the team?
Yeah, so first of all, you got to identify the front. Is it odd? Is it jam? Is it even? Are they in base, nickel, whatever it is? And then after that, you got to kind of point out the ID. I'm, in the system I played in the past 4 years, the mic ID was where the center's going. So you point out the mic ID. You give the combo that kind of, respects the, however the defense is aligned. And then after that, the other guys kind of fit off their combos based on what you say. So, for me, it was more about laying the foundation of the play to lead for success, in that play for other guys to call their combos.
Do you ever have a favorite moment of film study manifesting into a great play for yourself or the offense?
I'm sorry, say it again?
Do you ever have a favorite moment of a film study, something that you picked up in the leading up to the game that you manifested in a big play?
Yeah, I would say, picking up blitz tendencies on key third downs that keep the drive going. I think one of my favorite ones that will live with me forever is Arizona State, 4th and 13. We got a cover 0 tip. Quinn kind of got to it before I did, put us in the perfect protection, and, the rest is history. So, stuff like that, that's just kind of like the beauty within the game.
How close were you to beating Quinn on that alert?
I was close. I was getting ready to look back to him, and then he kind of already, was saying the words, and I was like, all right, it makes my job easier. So looks like he's looking at all the right things, and also Matt Golden showing up in a big play that, helped us win the game.
Golden said yesterday that was his favorite moment as a Longhorn. What was yours?
It'd have to be that play. That game wasn't perfect by any means, but to see the whole team band together, in the face of adversity and to, capitalize when we needed to, and then to come out with a win like that, it's, that's moments like that you'll cherish forever.
Jake, handful of talented centers in this year's class. What separates you from the group?
Just, my experience, leaving Texas with the most career starts, and I think that kind of speaks for itself, experience, durability, availability, stuff like that. Doing everything I can to stay on the field.
A lot of guys do leave early. How do you think that extra experience helped you prepare for this moment?
Yeah. I was just very fortunate to play under Coach Flood. He's one of the best O-line coaches I've had the chance to work with, and, he has experience in the NFL and at Alabama. So, just to keep learning from him year in, year out, that's kind of what helped me, grow in whatever way is possible.
Now, what's it like lining up alongside Kelvin? I know you're not right next to him.
Yeah.
Lining up alongside him, and what does he bring to your team?
Man, he's one of the most humble guys I've ever met. He's super smart, but he's not the most, outspoken guy. But, if anything's going on, hey, Josh, what's going on? What up, Smooth? Hey, guys, that's Big Smooth, if you guys didn't know. Smoothest tackle I've seen ever. Anyways. Yes, so, sorry, question again? My bad.
It was about Kelvin, but I'll ask you to follow up about Josh.
Yeah, so Kelvin, super humble, willing to work for his team, puts the team before himself, and, I never really had to worry about him on game day. I knew he was going to, bring the right mentality, bring the right juice, and, as an offensive line, when you can feed off of each other and you have that chemistry, we got as far as we did. We were Joe Moore finalists. Wish that we secured that, but at the end of the day, I'm just very proud of this unit that we had.
That seems like some real love for Josh Carroll right there.
Yeah, I've been training with him out in California. Big Smooth, Josh, he's been awesome. Someone to get to know. Get to learn. How he was brought up. What made him go to Oregon. What makes him such a unique player. I think that's kind of like the beauty within this game. You get to know teammates that you never thought you'd get to know. So it's really cool.
Who would be your top 3 best centers?
Best centers right now. That's a great question. I'd have to say Creed's up there because he's a lefty, and there's not many of us. Frank Ragnow and Cam Jurgens. Those are my top 3.
Jake, you guys played a great schedule this year. Who were some of the best players, toughest players to go against?
Yeah, I'd have to kind of point out, the obvious one, Mason Graham and Kenneth Grant. 2 guys in the interior, they kind of flipped from the 3 technique to nose. And you didn't really, there's some guys that you can kind of, get a tell on what they're going to give you. But I think those guys did a great job of, mixing up the power and finesse moves in the pass game. And I think they were great at diagnosing runs. It's kind of hard being up at the front line, but those guys did an exceptional job. And it was a great battle. It was a fun time.
Hey, Alfred mentioned Bloody Tuesdays.
Oh, yeah.
Get him acclimated and ready for each week in the SEC. Can you talk about what that competition was like in the season?
Yeah, no doubt. We kind of like to start fast on Tuesdays. That was our full padded day. So we'd start with our our fastballs. Get the juice flowing, get the blood going, and so we'd have like 5 straight plays back to back to back, high tempo, and that would be 1-0 versus 1D, and that would just set the tone for the day.